Yeah, but just to kind of let you know a little bit more about us as well, I was going to ask you, Nick, what is your favourite Arctic Monkeys song? And we should clarify this, as we've already said, that these do change on a daily basis. So it'll just be what happens to be Nick's favourite song today, as I'm sure a lot of Arctic Monkeys fans can relate to that. But what is your favourite Arctic Monkeys song of all time
Honestly,
today?
well, I'm glad you kind of pointed out that it changed on a daily basis, but I think probably like 4 out of 7 days of the week it'd be Cornerstone. I think. I think
Hmm, interesting.
it came, obviously it was on album number 3, Humbug, which was that was the first sign of them really starting to change the sound. I think. I mean,
Yeah,
the first in your face sign anyway.
yeah.
The sound was really changing,
The
but
first non-B side, really, you could say, couldn't you?
yeah,
Yeah.
and it kind of, but it kind of retains the lyrical themes that they've had from the very start. That whole thing. It's about being in love and being horny, which
Mm-hmm.
is what he's talking about a lot of the time, which I don't think people realize. I think
Scarily amount of the time. He's a doctor.
yeah,
Sometimes, yeah.
yeah, yeah. But I think yeah, there's just something you'd think of all the Arctic Monkey stuff. That's the type of one you can get bored of, with it being a slower song and everything. But seeing videos of
Mm.
them playing it live, even recently, it just seems to get elevated every time. It's fantastic.
But it's interesting that you picked that song. I think for a couple of reasons. One is that on Humbug, that and Secret Door are the only two songs not produced by Josh Homme or Josh
Yeah,
Homme. They were actually produced by James Ford, the usual producer, and probably for good reason. That they probably felt like those two melodic-y songs probably weren't right for maybe Josh to get his claws into. But it's interesting for a second reason in that my favorite Arctic Monkeys song, yeah, 4 times out of, as I say, 4 times out of 5. Then but I'm getting all Arctic Monkeys in my head. 4 days out of 4 days of the week would be Suck It and See. So it's interesting you went for Cornerstone because Suck It and See is another melodic song. That is it's not an under the radar song. It's a very big song of theirs, but it's just for me that song is their best melodic piece that they've done in terms of lyrics and technical and a feeling.